Hello, I'm Brenden Pence.
I'm Ayden Dumas.
I'm Ashlyn Greenwood.
And I'm Nathan Casey, and we will be discussing Thanksgiving traditions, events, and food. So, who wants to go first? Alright, I can see that you're all pointing at me. Alright, I'll start my personal family traditions. And I know this is something that immediately not many people do, but since we have such large groups for our family, and there's so many gatherings we have multiple turkeys because it's at least 80 people in a house each time we have it, and it's like 3 days. And with those many turkeys, we also have a wishbone breaking contest. Like, everyone already knows the classic tried and true time of breaking the wishbone, bigger piece wins. We have that. But since there's so many turkeys, everyone, like every group, brings in a turkey to see, and we measure how loud it is as well. Whoever's the loudest turkey, wishbone crack, or whatever you want to call it, has the best turkey that year.
About how many turkeys does your family normally have?
Let's see, there's like 3. It's normally like on average 3 gatherings, and for each gathering it's like 3 turkeys, so 9 to 12 a year, right? I'd guess.
In my family, I have an annual arm wrestling competition on Thanksgiving where everybody in my family from ages 8 to as old as it can get, we all arm wrestle, and we have brackets, and everybody puts in $1 and the winner gets $1. And my dad always ends up winning because he's the only left-handed person in the family, and everybody's left hand is their weekend. So I always end up losing.
I could just see it as just like your dad just fighting like your great-grandpa or something. Just like
He literally has.
like your dad just like 20 or 30 years old, your great-grandpa's like 80, 90 almost, just full force.
It's kind of what he does. He was arm wrestling my grandpa, which is his dad, and they were going left-handed, and my he's ambidextrous, but his right hand's more dominant, and we sat there for 15 minutes, and we thought they were going. My grandpa was starting to sweat, and my dad said, "Can I start yet?" And he just slammed his hand on the table. So that wasn't much fun. So I think that tradition might have to stop eventually. Either that or I just gotta win.
That's sad.
It's only a matter of time.
I'm thinking have some funny scenarios.
My family doesn't really have anything like different than like the standard Thanksgiving that everyone thinks about. The only thing that's different is I have like my dad's side and my mother's side, but I have them in the same day normally. There might have been a couple times where I had one like the day before or day after, but I know this year, like around lunchtime I'm gonna have one, and then like 2 hours later I'm gonna have another dinner to go to.
So you don't have like 9 turkeys, and you don't have an arm wrestling competition?
No.
Yeah, for
There'll
me, normally it's like there's 3 different areas to go. There's my dad's side, there's my mom's side, and then there's people who weren't able to show up for either. Mainly just like out-of-state people.
I don't have any family out of state, and if I do, they normally don't come up for Thanksgiving, or if they happen to, they'll go to one side or the other, like whatever side of the family they're on. It just depends, like if they can make it to that Thanksgiving day, they will come from another state, otherwise they won't.
Yeah, cool thing for me is more people in the family show up for Thanksgiving from out of state than on Christmas or like anything like that, which it might be shocking to some people, but Thanksgiving's just more important, I guess.
I mean, Thanksgiving is about like
it's
being
about
with family.
and all
I mean,
that.
Christmas is as well, but Thanksgiving more so.
Yeah.
For my traditions, like we would, at the end of our Thanksgiving, all of us would take a piece of paper, we would write our names on it, and we'd put it in a hat, and we'd shake up the hat, and let's say if I were to pull like my cousin's name, I'd have to buy him a present for Christmas, so it would give us like a whole month to plan it, and we do that basically every year. Some of us just buy each other random things. Yep.
Yeah, like, still only a month really does not give that much time when you think about it, because I had to ask people, like, and this sounds crazy, but with shipping and all that now, and snow already here, I had to ask people around Halloween what they wanted for Christmas, which felt wrong, but shipping takes a long time when it's coming from something out of country or something.
Nathan, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What are your predictions for the Macy's Day Parade?
If I had to guess, I know we're definitely going to get at least 2 or 3 Charlie Brown-based ones. Guaranteed a Snoopy out of those.
Oh, there definitely will be a SpongeBob. Like, when my brother and I were little, we would constantly watch it on our TV, and we were weird, so, like, we'd take our DS and take photos and then draw over them. So, like, there's a bunch of... Yes, there's a bunch of photos on my DS of me taking photos of the SpongeBob one and drawing over top of it. It's so weird, but we always did that with the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
If I had to guess, they probably have, like, one of those weird, like, I forget, what is it called? Like, they have, like, those PJ Masks things now. Is that a big show? That's definitely going to be one of the floats.
I feel like one of the floats should be like that girl that holds the football for Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
one of those,
yeah.
And then Charlie Brown just like on his back with his leg up in the air.
Yeah, I feel like they could do like 2 balloons, just smaller, but just like Charlie Brown flying in the air while Lucy's holding the balloon.
I feel like that would be pretty funny.
Yeah,
it would be cool as well.
One thing that'd be cool though is if they put like actual like non like TV or cartoon stuff in there. Like, what if they did like Mario or Sonic, because they've done that before for Macy's Day Parade things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm kind of hoping for a Pokemon one that isn't just Pikachu or Charizard.
Bulbasaur.
Yeah, or just like a random Pokemon, like has no correlation to Christmas, just a random Pokemon no one really cares about.
You know what I'm hoping for this Thanksgiving?
What?
Pumpkin pie. I'm hoping for some pumpkin pie. That's good.
Yes. Pumpkin pie with whipped cream on it.
I'm gonna be honest, pumpkin pie is not really my thing. I'm not huge on pumpkin. I've always been more of an apple pie person, and even then it's more like I just make hand pies, single serve.
And those aren't bad either.
Yep.
Apple pie is pretty good.
Yeah.
I like both, but I normally always have apple pie because my mom will make one and then my grandma will make one. And my mother's is better, but my grandma
It's like hard to
thinks
choose
hers
from
is.
your grandma and your mom.
Well, I mean, my grandma, I straight up tell her, I'm like...
We all know grandmas cook the best pie.
No, she doesn't.
No, that is
maybe
a dead
not
lie.
yours, but like my family, it's either a competition between my mom or my grandma.
For me, when it comes to the girls cooking, they cook the actual meals more than not rather than the desserts. The desserts go for like my uncles and my grandpas. They're the ones who make like the pies, and we normally have carrot cake as well. I don't know if anyone else has carrot cake on Thanksgiving.
No.
I mean,
Like it fits a theme.
Not really.
I mean, it makes sense though. Kinda.
That'd be more for like Easter.
That's what I was gonna say. I'd be like...
But it's like the big get together, and also.
Are you excited for the snow that we're getting on Thanksgiving?
Yes and no, like because then we can have like snowball fights.
Don't even. No. You never have snow on Thanksgiving. And if you do have it, then you stay inside. I hate snow on Thanksgiving. Yes. I love winter, but I hate it on Thanksgiving because it's a day where you're supposed to be with the family playing football or just chilling out watching football, eating turkey and gravy and pumpkin pie and whatever else you eat. But there's snow on the ground. Now you can't go play football. Now you gotta be inside the house.
Here's a solution. Just play football in the basement. That's how our families don't have there's snow. If we even
play
do
football in the basement.
Yes.
Who plays football in the basement?
Yes, we don't have light bulbs or anything in there. The lights are embedded in the ceiling, so they can't get broken unless we try to break them. Which, yes, I've had that cousin that has tried to break light bulbs before and got the football stuck.
I can already see it going wrong when you're just trying to go down the stairs and then you just fall and break your neck or something.
No.
Nobody will see it because it's pitch black. You're just laying there. Everybody's playing tackle football in a dark basement while you're just sitting there falling down the stairs, dead as a rock, because there's snow outside on Thanksgiving and you can't do anything about it.
And just like all you can smell is the green bean casserole that grandma's been trying to make. It's like her third one. She's not happy with it because like, oh, it doesn't have enough of this. Like, it doesn't have enough of that. Like every single time, like Grandma, it's casserole. Just make the food. We're hungry. It's 10 p.m. and the kids haven't even eaten yet.
And you got the little cousins and the little kids that are making hand turkeys upstairs on paper plates.
Yeah.
Have you ever like made a turkey in like those mason jars?
In a mason jar.
A turkey, you grab a mason jar and you would just like put stuff on it to make a turkey.
How does that work?
I think
I don't know. Ask my mom.
I've heard of that.
She
I've
does
heard
it
of that.
every year.
Yeah,
If I
like
had a sound
are the
effect.
jars tinted like brown? Yeah. I've seen that before.
If I had a
It's
It's like
sound
they
effect,
hot
I'd
glue
do this.
feathers on the back and like googly eyes and beak in the front.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. Is that what
now
they
I
do?
get it.
Yeah, and for the little ones, they would usually do like the hand turkeys. And I remember this at one time where I had a hand turkey, went up to my brother and just like smacked him with it. It didn't turn out very well because, yeah, I got grounded for it
Yeah, but
when I was like 7.
so wait, hold up. By hand turkeys, do you mean like you just dip your hand on a plate, or you make the turkey on your hand?
No, you would like make the turkey on your hand. You would take like a beak, and then I don't know what you do with your hand. Like you would paint it.
Oh.
What?
Well, like, I remember in elementary, we
yeah.
did the one where, like, we even did it with
You
ghosts.
trace the hand, right?
No, you put paint on it and you put it on, like, a plate. We did it with ghosts, like, we did it with our foot
Oh, yeah.
and made a ghost.
I remember.
And you did that with your hand to make a turkey. But then there is the one where you just trace your hand,
Yeah,
cut it
that's
out
the-
on paper, and
That's
then...
the one I did. It was put our hands on the plate, traced it with pencil, and then we would like shade it in, a little beak on it, googly eyes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, our family's version was kind of like where the kids would make like indents and like chocolate fudge with like a pretzel bottom, and they cut out the indent, and that'd be like their little personal treat.
That would be personal treat, so...
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not like you give it out to someone else. It's just like, oh yeah, here's little Timmy's hand, Uncle Josh.
But still,
I must
let's
have
say if
gotten,
that
like,
kid
the
just got
biggest
done
treat.
playing outside and his hand is.
Oh, of course you have to
full
wash your
of
hands
mud.
first. Of course you have to wash your hands first.
So let's say if they didn't. No, not good.
No,
enough.
they make you wash your hands. They have to see you wash your hands, as well as the fact that our fridge over at the house where we do that, there's 3. Our fridge has a lock on it, like a full-on padlock, to prevent that from happening. So, someone has the key. They unlock it once they know the kid has washed their hands and it's clean. Put it in. They cut it out. Put it back in the fridge to let it chill. And like 10, 20 minutes later, they give it back to the kid. I remember I always tried to spread my fingers out as far as possible when I could. When I tried to do it, so I could just get a bigger treat. And that was honestly just probably the most fun part I have on my dad's side, because on my dad's side, everyone would always bicker and fight over just like, no, I want to make the potatoes, or I want to make the stuffing. It's just like, 2 people always wanted to make the same thing, no matter what. The only thing that everyone can universally agree on was the turkey, because everyone made a turkey.
Every single Thanksgiving, I would just get the turkey leg. I want to get nothing else. My grandma is the only weird person in our family. She doesn't get turkey. She doesn't even cut a single piece off. Nope, she just takes the skin.
We hope everyone enjoys their Thanksgiving with their families this year. I'm Ashlyn Greenwood.
I'm Brenden Pence.
I'm Nathan Casey.
I'm Ayden Dumas, and we hope you enjoyed this podcast from the BMC Pentateuch.